Have you ever felt like you were standing inside a painting, where the colors are unreal, the silence is sacred, and the land feels ancient, like it remembers something you don't? Welcome to Arizona. This isn't just a state, it's a world of its own. Today on Roam the Map, we're taking you to 10 places you absolutely have to visit in Arizona. These aren't just locations, they're experiences. Let's go. Number 1 on the list is obviously the Grand Canyon. Words cannot describe this place. The Grand Canyon isn't just a natural wonder, it's a living, breathing sculpture carved by time itself. It's hard to describe what happens when you see it for the first time. You don't speak, you don't even think, you just feel it, like your soul just took a deep breath. It's more than a mile deep, 277 miles long. Astronauts see this from the International Space Station. But numbers can't capture the gravity of this place. Each layer of rock is a different chapter in Earth's history, some dating back nearly 2 billion years. This isn't a canyon, it's the Earth's autobiography, written in stone and silence. The Colorado River carved the canyon over the past 5 to 6 million years. It is a must-see sometime in your life. Fair warning, there are no guardrails, and you can get as close to the edge as you want, just like these people. Let's continue. There are views. And then there's Horseshoe Bend. Just outside the town of Page, Arizona, the Colorado River performs an impossible act of geometry, bending in a perfect 270-degree curve around a massive rock formation. Stand at the edge, and the world seems to fall away. It's a 1,000-foot drop straight down. No railings, no tricks, just you and gravity. The water far below looks like a ribbon of glass slicing through stone that's been carved over millions of years. You'll see photographers setting up tripods, couples holding each other in stunned silence, and travelers just staring, trying to take it all in. The best time to visit? I visited at sunrise, but they say sunset might even be better. Sunrise or sunset, when the light turns the cliffs gold and the river glows deep blue. It's quiet then, sacred almost. Horseshoe Bend isn't just a destination, it's a moment, etched into the memory of everyone who sees it. A reminder that nature doesn't just create beauty, it sculpts it. I spent a week in Sedona, and honestly, I have no complaints. None. This place, it's not just beautiful, it's magnetic. The kind of place where the landscape doesn't just impress you, it changes you. Massive red rock formations rise up like ancient monuments. Timeless, powerful. Locals talk about energy vortexes here. I didn't know what to expect, but there's definitely something in the air. It's peaceful, quiet. Even in a crowd, Sedona makes you feel like you're alone with your thoughts. Hike by day, watch the stars by night. Grab a coffee with a view that looks like a painting. There's no rush here. No noise, just the rhythm of the desert and the silence between thoughts. Sedona isn't just a stop on the map, it's a feeling. And for one perfect week, I got to feel it. Cannot recommend it enough. Some places, you just can't get to on your own. To reach Antelope Canyon, you need a guide. They drive you out in a rugged bus, bouncing through sand and silence deeper into Navajo land. And then you arrive. And what you see, it's almost impossible to describe. Antelope Canyon isn't wide. It's not grand in the usual sense. But when you walk through it, you feel like you've entered the veins of the earth. The canyon wraps around you, curving and folding like flowing silk, each wall polished by time and flash floods. The light dances across every ripple in the rock, changing by the second. Your guide tells you where to stand. They know the angles, the beams. They know this canyon better than anyone. But even with their help, you still can't quite capture it. Antelope Canyon isn't just seen, it's felt. And even now, I still don't have the words to describe it. It gets hot, bring a lot of water. This one might not be on everybody's list. And honestly, that's fine with me. Because Meteor Crater felt like I left Earth and landed on another planet. 60,000 years ago, a chunk of iron, roughly the size of a school bus, came screaming out of the sky at over 26,000 miles per hour. And when it hit, it left a scar so massive, it's still here. A giant bowl, nearly a mile across and over 500 feet deep. You don't just look at it, you stare into it, trying to comprehend the force it took to shape something like this. There's a museum next to it with science, history, even pieces of the meteor itself. But the real impact is when you step outside and see it for yourself. It's quiet, desolate, alien. Meteor Crater isn't just a hole in the ground. It's a reminder that Earth lives in a much bigger universe. And sometimes, the universe leaves a mark. You don't picture this when you think of Arizona, but tucked between massive sandstone cliffs, carved out over millions of years, is something truly unexpected. Lake Powell. A reservoir, yes, but it doesn't feel man-made. It feels like a mirage that turned out to be real. You can spend hours, days, exploring hidden coves, narrow slot canyons, and endless walls of red and gold rock that rise straight from the water's edge. And then there's that contrast. Glass-like water against burning desert cliffs. Blue meeting rust, calm meeting wild. You can kayak through stillness. Camp under stars so bright it feels like the sky is watching you back. Or just float, lost in the silence, wrapped in the warmth of sun and stone. Lake Powell isn't loud. It doesn't ask for attention. But once you find it, you'll wonder how it ever stayed a secret. I didn't climb Cathedral Rock because, well, I suck at climbing. But I did fly my drone around it. And even from the air, this thing is massive. Cathedral Rock towers over Sedona like an ancient monument. Not man-made, not planned. Just sculpted by wind, water, and time. You see it from almost everywhere in town, like it's watching over everything. But when you get close, you realize just how small you are. It's one of Sedona's most iconic hikes. People climb it for the views, sure, but also for the energy. This is one of those so-called vortex sites, places where the Earth's energy is said to swirl and intensify. Whether you believe that or not, there is something about being near it, a stillness, a weight, a sense that you're standing next to something ancient and powerful, even from a distance. Cathedral Rock left an impression I won't forget. Devil's Bridge, nature's high wire. It's one of the most photographed spots in all of Sedona. And when you see it, you'll understand why. Devil's Bridge isn't just a rock formation. It's a natural stone arch, 50 feet high, stretching across open air like the desert's own tightrope. The hike to get here isn't easy. Dusty trails, steady elevation, and that final scramble at the end. But when you reach it, you're rewarded with a view that makes the whole world feel still. One step out onto the bridge, and you're standing between fear and freedom. Some call it scary, others call it spiritual, but everyone agrees. Devil's Bridge is unforgettable. Perched on the side of Cleopatra Hill like it's clinging to the past. This is Jerome, Arizona. Once the wickedest town in the West, now a ghost town with a heartbeat. Back in the early 1900s, Jerome was a booming copper mining town. Then the mines dried up, and people disappeared. What was left behind? Dusty saloons, creaky floorboards, and whispers in the walls. Today, it's a mix of artists, wanderers, and yes, ghost hunters. Locals will tell you, some of those who left never really left. Jerome is strange, beautiful, haunted. It's a place that feels frozen in time, and it doesn't mind if that gives you chills. And last on my list is Airport Mesa. You're not catching a flight here. You're catching a view. Just a short drive up a winding hill in Sedona brings you to one of the most surreal overlooks in the entire state. It's like standing on the wing of a plane, with red rock cathedrals stretching endlessly in every direction. This is one of Sedona's famous energy vortexes. And yeah, whether or not you believe in that, there is something in the air. It's quiet, centered, balanced, like the earth is breathing right beneath your feet. Airport Mesa is where the day says goodbye. And if you're lucky enough to be here when it happens, you won't forget it. Now, I want to hear from you. Which place from this video made it onto your bucket list? Or better yet, which one have you already seen in person? Drop it in the comments. Let's build a community of explorers, people who roam not just for the views, but for the feeling. This is Roam the Map, and this journey, it's just beginning. If you like this video, please subscribe.